We can't come. Mom's okay. My wife is hosting a birthday party, and we can't just leave our guests hanging. Those were the exact words Jacob said to the doctor when he was told I was dying. Literally dying. My heart had stopped twice in the ambulance, and my 44-year-old son chose Nora's fancy hors d'oeuvres over his mother's life. If you've ever felt that gut-wrenching betrayal from the people you love most, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss stories like this one. You're not alone, and there are more waiting for you. I lie here hooked up to machines that force my heart to keep going, staring at the sterile white ceiling of this icy hospital room. It's 1:45 a.m. and I'm utterly alone. The heart monitor beeps unevenly, a constant reminder that any beat might be my last. The sharp scent of antiseptic clings to everything, mixing with the bitter, coppery taste in my mouth from the emergency bypass surgery. I woke up from hours ago. My fingers shake when I try to lift them, not just from the meds, but from a fury boiling inside me like acid. Mrs. Harlan, try to relax, murmurs Grace, the night nurse on duty. She's about the age of my daughters-in-law, with kind eyes that carry a warmth my own family hasn't shown in years. Relax? How do I relax when I've just learned that to my kids, I'm worth less than a party? Dr. Patel laid it out clearly 2 hours ago, his voice steady but heavy. He called them during the crisis, stressing it was urgent. This could be her final hours, a massive coronary event. Jacob's reply hit even harder. Doctor, she can hold on till morning. Nora planned this for weeks. Guests are already here. Mom's tough. She'll pull through like always. I've pulled through everything. That line echoes in my skull like a cruel joke. I pulled through when their dad walked out 27 years back, leaving me with 3 teens and a pile of medical bills from his accident. I pulled through working double shifts at the warehouse by day and tutoring kids at night to cover their community college tuitions. My knuckles still ache from those endless nights grading papers under a dim lamp. I pulled through when I cashed out my retirement IRA, $32,000 I'd owes, scrimped together over 20 years to bail out Jacob's failed car dealership. It's temporary, Mom, he'd sworn. 6 months, and I'll repay every cent with bonus. That was 9 years ago. Invoice number 3921 from the bankruptcy court, dated April 12th, 2015, sits in my drawer like a scar. $32,000 gone. I pulled through when Nora announced at our last family Easter brunch that my navy blouse was dated and I should shop my age. Pulled through when Rachel decided my weekly pot roasts were too greasy and switched us to meal kits. But this isn't a slight I can shrug off. Dr. Patel had been blunt. Mrs. Harlan, you coded twice en route, clinically dead for 3 minutes total. It's a miracle you're conscious. 3 minutes dead, and my sons were sipping cocktails under string lights. The door stays shut. No calls in the 6 hours since I surfaced from anesthesia. No texts, just the hum of ventilators and their voices looping in my head. We can't. Grace checks my chart again. BP's elevated. Something stressing you? If she knew I was replaying 68 years of one-way love, discarded for balloon arches in a catered bar, gazing at the city skyline twinkling beyond the window, something shatters inside me, not my heart, but the final thread of faith that I still mattered. Tomorrow, they'll swoop in with drugstore carnations and scripted apologies. We didn't grasp how bad it was, they'll claim, like the sprained ankle last summer that took 4 days for a check-in. But tonight sealed it. I'm rock bottom on their list, but wait, what if I flip the script just a little? As Grace adjusts my IV, I whisper, "Can you hand me my phone?" She does, and with trembling thumbs, I pull up the group chat. Before the full storm hits, I fire off a single photo. The EKG strip from my chart, timestamped 8:47 p.m., jagged lines screaming crisis. No caption, just the proof. They see it pop up, red receipts lighting like accusations. My phone stays silent, but I imagine their faces paling mid-toast. It's small, but it's mine, a clue they can't ignore, a taste of control I haven't felt in years. I close my eyes, drifting back 42 years to when Jacob was 2 and the twins were just toddlers. We crammed into a drafty duplex on Elm Street in Riverton, walls paper thin, every creak from the couple next door audible. Their dad drove trucks cross-country. I handled everything else, diapers, bottles, the works. I remember the powdery scent of talc as I bathed them in our chipped enamel sink, Jacob's pudgy fists splashing, the twins gurgling in unison. "Mama, up!" he'd demand, toddling after me everywhere. Caleb hated storms, clinging till I'd hum that old folk tune from my grandma. Every spare dime went to them. New sneakers when toes poked through, art supplies for Owen's sketches, Caleb's swim lessons. I patched my one wool skirt for seasons, but they shone crisp and clean. The shift started subtle when Jacob hit 27. He'd met Nora at the auto show, polished realtor with sleek bobs and designer pumps. First dinner home, she scanned my place like a staging critique. "Vivian, maybe Jacob and I host Thanksgiving this year? My folks have these heirloom recipes. Keeps things elevated." That year, I dined solo, the ham I'd brined rotting in the fridge. "How was it?" I asked Jacob later. "Epic, Mom. Nora's set up?" Like a spread from Pinterest. Crystal, the works. As if my decades of gravy and pies were amateur hour. Owen's Rachel was slyer 2 years on, tech consultant with passive digs. "Vivian, that scarf's adorable. Total retro vibe." Or on my chili. "Solid, but my gut prefers quinoa bowls now." Owen's all in on clean eating. Dinner's thinned. Rachel's wiped from deadlines. Then, kids need downtime. Invites vanished. My neighbor Marta spelled it out over porch tea one July afternoon in 2018. "Vivian, those wives are icing you out." Classic playbook, seen it with my own kin. I brushed it off. They're adjusting. Adjusting? 8 years wed, and I'm the emergency call grandma who exits stage left. Calls turned rote. "Hey, Mom, you good?" "Yep, us too. Busy, talk soon." The gut punch landed when I liquidated my condo for Jacob. Nora eyed a gated estate in Willow Creek, $120,000 short for closing. "Mom," Jacob pleaded, puppy eyes intact, "it's our shot. Property here's doubling yearly." I sewed the fixer-upper where their heights etched the pantry door, first bikes wobbled the drive, downsized to a walk-up studio at 1427 Oak Lane, stairs creaking my knees. Their McMansion gleamed, yet first visit, Nora blocked the foyer. "Vivian, unannounced? We're prepping for a client mixer. I baked your lemon bars, Jacob's old favorite." She took the tin like biohazard. "Sweet, but we're keto now." Cholesterol watch. I learned of his labs from a doorstep quip, in the home my equity funded. Owen's plea differed, blunt, desperate. His app startup tanked. He needed $9,500 fast. "Mom, it's do or die. Creditors circling." My nest egg from warehouse overtime, tucked for hip surgery someday. But he was my feverish boy I'd rocked through croup. "Fine, but formal loan docs, $9,500 at 4% simple, due 12/31/2022. Rachel seethed. "Paperwork from your son?" "What mother loans like a bank?" I caved, no strings. Startup cratered in 90 days. "Biz is gambling, Mom. I swung big." As if my sweat wasn't blood money. Now tubed to these monitors, it clicks. Every slight built to this apex. I'm expendable. The ache began 4 days prior, at Jacob's for my 68th, unmarked. Nora served kale wraps and skewers, a far cry from my old feasts. "You seem drained, Mom," Owen muttered, scrolling feeds. "Sleeping." Truth. Nights jolted by chest vise at 2:30 a.m. like an elephant perched. But no burdening. Heartburn flares. Nora snorted. Ages catch up. My aunt cut reds entirely. That eve, Rachel breezed in. "Big news!" My bash is Friday, Windsor Ballroom. Months in works, Friday. My real birthday Sunday, ignored. "Epic spread, $1,400 gown from Nordstrom's," she gushed. Sign $400. One dress dwarfed my annual wardrobe. Owen beamed, fresh from splurging what sustained me quarterly. Mom, you're welcome. But upscale crowd. Rachel's execs. Subtext. Blend or bust. Thursday night pain clawed. Arm numb. Bile rising. I dialed Jacob at 10:15 p.m. Mom? Midstream. Nora's show. Jacob, chest's killing me, radiates. Antacids? Party stress maybe. Will swing by post-bash. Hung up, isolation crushing. Even agony cued behind cake cutting, slept Neil. Dawn agony peaked. Jaw locked, sweat sheeting. Dialed Marta at 4:45 a.m. Sounds cardiac, I'm there. No, Rachel's gala. Screw the gala, Viv. Life trumps tiaras. She burst in at 5:20, me hunched, ashen. Taxi to ER. Torment twisted like barbed wire. Monitors screamed, ST elevation, troponin spiked. Massive MI confirmed. Stat to cath lab, Dr. Patel barked. Family contacts? Gasping, I rasped numbers. Urgent, tell him now. Marta gripped till Gurney wheeled. I'm here, Viv. Anesthesia haze, visions of them primping while surgeons stented. Surfaced 5 hours later, Grace vigilant, Marta dozing. Sons, absent, kids call. Grace's pity answered. Doc rang mid-procedure. Coded twice, critical. Needed them stat. My pulse tanked anew. Their words. She faltered. Jacob, party peak, can't ditch. You're resilient. Tears scorched. Not surgery ache, abandonment, Owen. Post-party, okay? Marta stirred. Everything all right? No, Marta. Gave all to sons who prize platters over pulse. Midnight, machines droning, resolve hardened. No more. That photo I'd sent. Their silence screamed complicity. The EKG photo from 8:47 p.m., taken during Thursday's initial crisis, still hung unanswered in the chat. But I'd orchestrate the real twist. Next 48 hours blurred, from Friday dawn after Thursday's surgery and codes, to every tick without outreach a fresh wound. Grace dodged queries. Friday noon, phone jangled. Jacob, Mom? Just heard. Why no heads up? Rage surged, monitor wailing. Docs called Thursday. Told you I coded, might not last. Pause. Yeah, but Nora's event. Out-of-towners. You're a fighter. Figured you'd stabilize. Stabilize? Mom, chill, surgery succeeded. We'll visit Monday post-brunch. Monday. Post-brunch. I clicked off. Grace hovered. Pressure's spiking, okay? No, Grace, done forever. Saturday, Owen arrived solo. Rachel tied up. Fresh shave, smug. Mom, rough break, timing sucked. As if my collapse scheduled around her spotlight. Party killed, catering $4,200, band $2,500, bragging amid my tubes. How you holding? Rachel texted query, expectant brevity. 2 codes, dead 3 minutes. He squirmed. But you're here. Keys recovery. While I flatlined, you networked? Rachel's reply pinged. Don't guilt us, Viv. Unknown severity. We'd just pace. Better hosting. Hosting vital, me vestigial. Look, we'll rotate check-ins. Wednesdays. Wednesdays, conditional. Gazing at him, bartering my worst, the break finalized. Not cardiac, maternal bond. Spot on, I said evenly. No guilt needed. Relief washed them. Because guilt requires heart, and yours checked out long ago. Rachel typed furious. Rude. We're supporting. Schedule's packed. Owen bristled. Unfair, Mom. Party built alliances. Can't drop all for scares. Scares? Heart attacks routine? You can't halt life per episode. True. Won't request again. Ever. Rachel. Boundaries matter. Healthy families set 'em. Boundaries. Fancy term for discard. They chattered 12 minutes. Spa weekends, cabin shares. Me mute witness. Post-exit Grace. You seem resolved. Others? Marta suffices, truer than blood. That night clarity dawned. Time for definitive action. Slept fitful, not pain, purpose. Dawn begged Grace for notepad. Letters? Final tallies. Words poured. Decades damned. Dear Jacob, Owen, and Caleb, 68 years I existed for you. Choices, forfeits, deferred dreams, all yours. Tears blotted. but pressed on. Dad's exit, 36. You 19, 17, 15. Eligible for lover new. I stayed solo, shielded you from stepdad shadows, recalled widower Ellis, neighbor. Courted with pies, steady job. Declined, kids first. He wed elsewhere. I soldiered, triple shifts 10 years. Warehouse 5 a.m. noon, tutoring 9 p.m. Sundays yours, laundry, suppers, ball games, 4 hours sleep tops. Hands cramped but cathartic. Jacob condo sale, 120K down on your manor. Left marks on walls, our laughs echoing, for your legacy. Paused, sobbed. Grace, vitals up, rest. First true rest incoming. Resumed. Owen, $9,500 startup lifeline. My surgery fund, overtime hoard. Vanished quarterly. Irony. Secured you from burdening me, yet here, but apex. Thursday, dying on table, you clinked glasses. Docs pled, last night possible. You, party pines. Blur of fury finished. Realized no love lingers. I'm protocol optics prop, thus severing. When read, I'm vanished. No search, fruitless. Tremor hit, not spite, self-worth. Love I lavished you now mine. Deserve choosers, not tolerators. Final adieu. Thrive sans me. Signed Vivian Tate Harlan, ex-mother. Folded, drawer-bound. Sleep claimed me, tearless. Saturday dawned electric. Terror-laced thrill, absent decades. Martha arrived thermos fresh brew, steadfast grin. Morning, Viv. Glowing, why? Martha, gravest ask ever. Past envelope. Deliver Sunday Eve. Post visit. She cradled solemn. Freedom manifest? Precisely. Aid my vanishing. Alarm flickered. Harm? No, renewal. New life, distant. Detailed. Secret stash. $7,200 from pension drips I'd saved separately after Owen's flop. First national account, 478291. Cousin Lila in Phoenix. Widowed, sprawling ranch house. Silent 5 years, but open arms hinted. Layla. Childless firebrand envied my grit. Plan. Sunday last sighting. Post depart you extract me. Letter on bed. Poof. Apartment? Grace's pal, paralegal. POA for sales closures. Furniture yours. Rent squared. Martha mulled. Irreversible, Viv. Intentional. Let him taste abandonment. Party over parent. At 68, 12 years max. Beg scraps or sees sunset suitor's self. She beamed. Rightful. Promise. Stonewall queries. Blind till you're rooted. Weekly calls. Your kin true. Schemed. POA draft. Lila ring. Cash pull. Saddest? Buzz like teen elopement from brats, not folks. Liberation, Viv. Others lived too long. Your turn. Afternoon, phoned Lila. Hospital line. Viv. Thrill. Crisis with boys. Drastic pivot. Phoenix invite linger. Perpetual. Room primed. Spill on arrival. Hung. Ticket to liberty clutched. Ethereal. Sunday loomed. Woke 5:30 a.m. Gut churning. Final maternal act. Grace clock tension. Edgy. Opposite. Shedding husk. Reviewed. Martha cashed $7,200 Friday. Saved. POA signed. Leela prepped. Set Jacob. Owen arrived 1:30 p.m. Post brunch with Nora and Rachel trailing. Mom perkier. Jacob noted distant seat. Discharge soon? Nora. New hype overblown. You're ironclad. Ironclad. Neglect pass. Post hospital. Rachel queried. Saccharine. Weekends, calls Max. Jobs grind. Owen. Assisted living? Toured Oak Ridge. Nurses round clock bingo nights. Nursing home. Post snub exile. Prime. $2,200 monthly. Pension covers most. We chip. $2,200 Rachel's gown twin. Peers galore. Safer. Next crisis staff handles. No disrupting us. Naked. Buffer for future flatlines. Timeline. 2 months. Acclimate. Fund setup. 2 months to institutionalize. Agree. Overhaul due. Relief collective. Best all round, Jacob affirmed. Hour prattled. Facility perks. Cruises booked. Nora's Reno. Rachel flashed gala pics. $350 tears, flawless. $400 silk. Hubby insists I shine. Shone while I dimmed. 3:45 p.m. Exit cues. Watch glances, yawns, scrolls. Mom got a jet. Nora's folks dinner. Swift pecks, Rachel dabbed lipstick post. Call soon, Owen vowed. Facilities hunt, Nora chirped. We'll manage all, Rachel cooed. Door clicked, perfume lingered, promises hollow. Alone, grin genuine, emancipation. Grace, visit verdict. Unchained. Was PM Marta's suitcase cash wad? New chapter primed? Eons waited. 7:15 p.m. Corridors hushed. Grace's exit synced. Sure. Marta dressing me. 40 years no return. Now forward. Donned teal blouse. Both Nora and Rachel had dubbed drab over the years. Today? Rebirth hue. Grace slipped in. Paralegal curbside. Docs queued. Letter, pillow plump. Jacob and Owen scripted. Tomorrow 6 p.m. Your buffer. Recall. Feign ignorance. Corridors navigated. Shadows unremarked. Lot Elena 50s crisp suit. Vivian Harlan full backing. Gutsy. POA vested Marta total. Assets. Ties. Competency affidavit. Lucid voluntary. Signed lamplight shedding old skin if contesting capacity. Bulletproof docs witnesses premeditation proof. Autonomy yours. Marta to terminal. Cab quiet resolve steel. Ticket Phoenix Red Eye bus 9 p.m. depart. 14-hour haul noon arrival. By letter drop 500 miles buffered. Proud Viv. Rare valor at 68. Not zero. Wisdom $7,200 merit. Bus called Embrace Fierce. Safe arrival call. Weekly. Sole family left. Boarded window perch. Terminal receding texted group. Letter awaits bedside. Far gone by rid. No pursuit. Priorities yours. Mine now me. Vivian. Powered off. Manipulations muted. Bus hummed nightward. Towns blurred. Homes aglow with real bonds. 1 a.m. Wakeful. No regret, just horizon pull. Lila promised Phoenix Sun, markets, retiree mixers, reinvention hub. Rewrite sans baggage, she'd said. Protagonist now, my tale. Dawned Phoenix, 11:45 a.m. Monday, sun blazed welcome. Lila waited, silver curls, bear hug. Viv. Light a ride, dumped chains. 42 years worth, 500 miles back. Drive, saguaro sprawl. Her tales, farmers' co-op jobs, yoga circles, dessert hikes. Here, 68's prime, second act's norm. Bungalow, adobe charm, citrus grove backyard. Room, garden view, quilted bed. Yours indefinite, forever welcome. Afternoon, Leela's stew evoked youth. Phone buzzed. Marta calling? Yes, Marta. Letter served. Chaos is scripted. Details. 6 p.m. Jacob's casual grill out. Nora scoffed. Melodrama overskipped visits. Bitter laugh. Jacob paled reading aloud, silence tomb-like. Rachel shrieked. Moms don't bail. Owen dialed frantic. Caleb stayed silent, never showing up. Told him zilch, your directive. Exit looks. Frantic, not grief, void terror. They're doing. They finally acknowledged the EKG photo too late, buried under party selfies. Night. Jasmine-scented, unread voicemails piled. Mom. Answer. Talkable. Jacob. Absurd. Viv. Return. Nora. Extreme. Fixable. Owen. Overkill. We care. Just swamped. Rachel. Days escalated. Bed empty. Doc says against medical advice. AME. Health risk. Panic please. Concessions. Reflections hit. Changes coming. Too late. Lifetime chances squandered. 3 weeks. Rhythm rooted. Dawn walks with widow pack. Laughter free. Part-time library desk. Patrons prized my recall stories. Evenings. Watercolor workshops. Canvas dreams deferred. Young again, Lila noted. Easel side. Freedom's fountain. Truth reborn. Month 2. Met widower George. 71. Library regular. Gentle banter over classics. No rush romance, he said post-chat. But your spark? Dallas gift to us. Sun's barrages waned, fury, acceptance. Final, if true will, respect. Safe, happy? Lessons learned, forgiveness, hope. Forgive. Perhaps return? Never 6 months. Phoenix patio coffee amid blooms, tallied gains, poise, allies, pursuits. Living willed, not willed upon. Marta Weekly. Lit class. Brilliant. Them? Social scrolls. Parties persist. I scroll past. Diary entry dusk. 68 now. First unanticipating birthday. Lila's bash. True kin. Deserved always. Moon glowed garden. Tomorrow mine. Unfettered. Enough. That EKG strip from the start echoed in my new chart. Steady mine. If this hit home, share your story in the comments. What would you do? And if you want more like mine, subscribe to the channel and stay with me for the next one.